turning point in America. This bill is crucial, and history will look back on it and say, did America fail itself? Why is it crucial? Well, if we don't aid Ukraine, Putin will walk all over Ukraine. We will lose the war, and we could be fighting in Eastern Europe in a NATO ally in a few years. Americans won't like that. If we don't help Israel defend itself against Hamas, that perpetual war will go on and on and on. If we don't help humanitarian aid to the starving Palestinians in Gaza, hundreds of thousands could starve. And the border, everyone has said it's chaos. You just saw Speaker Johnson, he said it's chaos. We have to do something legislative a few months ago. But what has happened, in answer to your question, so this is crucial for America. It's a turning point. History is going to look over our shoulders and say, did we rise to the occasion? To his credit, Mitch McConnell did. But too many Republicans, including Speaker Johnson, are just scared to death of Donald Trump. Donald Trump has said he wants chaos. Donald Trump has said, well, wait till I become president. That'll take at least a year. Ukraine could be gone. The border will get much worse. War in the Middle East will get worse, maybe bringing us into it. He's doing it all for political reasons. And let me just say, will senators, the crucial question, the $64,000 question, the majority of Republican senators know this bill is the right thing to do. It's a compromise. I don't like everything in it. Neither does McConnell. But it's a compromise. That's the only way you get things important done in the Senate. We proved that 2 years ago in our bipartisan legislation. And will the senators drown out the political noise from Trump and his minions and do the right thing for America? It's a crucial question. History is looking down on every one of us right now.
All right, so you saw Chuck Schumer. Bro, that's... our government, we got a lot of psychotic agendas in our government, bro. Like, it's like literally like... This feels like literally blackmail. Well, you know, we need to pass this border bill because... Look. This is... Initially, when I saw Trump saying that you shouldn't pass this bill, it did look self-serving, but I know how bills are. I know I was originally thinking like, oh, you know, they're going to probably add a bunch of stuff that don't need to be in the bill. And that's why they really want to need to pass a border bill, because like people even built like Bill Maher said, they can already enforce the border. They're literally stopping Texas and other places for trying to do what needs to be due to the border. So it's not a matter of we need the authority to do what we need to for the border. It's not that. It's not that. They just want more authority to do what they want to do. That's what this is. Like we can just he's talking about going in like about Ukraine and funding Israel. Like, okay, first of all, with the Israel situation, the reason why that situation, from my understanding, a lot of that could have been avoided. Their security was lax. And then, I know this is unpopular, but even Ben Shapiro has talked about this. Like, Ben Shapiro, mainstream conservative, talked about this, how their security was lax, and then they got attacked. Which is interesting. Like, they're leaving our security lax so they can get their agenda. Like, oh, we're not going to enforce your safety until you give us this thing. Like, they're not doing their job. He literally says, I'm not going to do my job until you give me more tax funding. While this tax funding is going to people like immigrants and so in other places, like Israel don't need our money, so they're gonna fund Israel. Like they want to fund Israel, and then they want to fund humanitarian aid to Palestinians and things of this nature. And then he talked about Ukraine. The Ukraine situation is a hot mess that we probably shouldn't be involved in the first place. This is psychotic. This is psychotic. Like they could just literally do something. They could literally do something right now for the border. They don't need any extra bills, but they're not going to do it until they pass this extra thing. And then he's trying to get people scared, which is going to work on which is going to work on people who don't know what's going on. I'm not going to say everybody's goofy that's going to work on, but it's going to work on people who definitely don't know what's going on. Some of the people are goofy. And then you have a bunch of Republicans that's going to go along with it. It's like, oh, we need to make a compromise. Come on, dude. Like, why even sign the bill when you know they ain't even doing what they're supposed to? They're literally stopping Texas from doing what they're willing to do. They're not working with them. They're trying to stop them. They're going to the Supreme Court. They're just sending federal agents down there. They're spending money to stop. They're spending money so they can stop Texas. They're not just not helping Texas. They're spending money to stop Texas. While they're spending money to feed migrants in this country, while we have poor people in this country, they're spending money to give our taxpayer money to humanitarian aid to other people when we have people here. Like these people have this is some definitely New World Order mess. Like he's literally like, oh, we're going. And then he threatened to send our troops overseas. Like then we might have to do World War III if we do this. Okay, so okay. So you just let the cat out of the bag that you really like. If things don't like you're really willing to do this. Like, you're really willing to do World War III if you don't get your way in this situation. Because even if so we send money over there, there's no guarantee it's going to go the way they think. So if it don't go the way they think, they're willing to send our troops over there. That's basically what they're saying. It's no guarantee it's going to go the way they think, even if we get the money. There's no guarantee. So plan B is to send people over Ukraine to fight Russia. This is just that, at least that's from my understanding from what the clip was saying. Maybe I'm wrong. But look, this is bizarre. This is bizarre. They're literally plan on doing World War III. They're planning on it. Because if it doesn't go their way, whether they send the money or not, then they're gonna bankrupt us while sending us to World War III. While they're set. The politicians are set. Them and their family is set. Right? They can do. It ain't even like they're just rich off of their whoever's donating to them. If they get in trouble, they can get out of it. Look at Hunter Biden. Look at Biden. Biden got all kind of shady stuff going on with him, and nobody's going after him. And there's no political will to go after him. But if they don't like you, they'll go after you all kind of ways, like Trump. But anyways, this is just some nonsense, man. That's really all I have to say about that. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.